Hi, this is Peter from Ultimate Marketing Strategies, and in this video today I'm going to be looking at 3 options for embedding YouTube videos into your WordPress site. So first thing I'll do is I'll go to my demonstration site. So we'll go and create a new post. Now, one thing I only learnt recently actually is newer versions of WordPress will automatically recognize YouTube links. So for example, I'll just take one of these videos here that's in my playlist, and if we just YouTube demo, and if you just have the YouTube link on its own like that, WordPress will automatically change that and embed the video. So if we view the post, and here we see it's gone and embedded the video directly. Now obviously you don't get any choices as to the size and the controls and all of that sort of thing, but yeah, it's quite a quick and effective way of adding a YouTube video to your page. Okay, the other way we can do things where we get a little bit more control is to use the embed code. So in YouTube, if we click on the share button and click on embed, okay, so now we've got, there's the code there. Now it's important to have this use old embed code selected there. With that off, it uses iframe, which generally doesn't work with most WordPress themes. If you click that option on there, and then yeah, it's a matter of choosing whichever size you think is suitable. So now we can just copy that. So if we come back in here now, to add that particular embed code, what we need to do is switch to HTML mode. So I'll just put a heading there. So if we switch HTML, okay, now we've got all our settings there, so I'll just update that. And if we look at this page again, okay, so that's the one with the direct link, and here's the one with the embed code. Now in this particular situation, there's not that much different. I've chosen the same size. You can see here the one with the direct link has the controls at the bottom there, whereas this one doesn't, although if you start it you'll see the controls there. So you get a little bit more, a few more options as to control it, but not really a great deal more than what you would with a direct link. Now, for the third option, there's obviously plugins. Now, not surprisingly, there's a lot of YouTube plugins for WordPress, and I've had a look at quite a few of them, but the one that I think was the best, well, certainly of all the ones that I've seen, is Artist YouTube Embed. There's a few reasons for that. One is it's incredibly flexible, has very good documentation, it's also updated. A lot of the YouTube plugins haven't been updated for a long time, and YouTube does make changes fairly regularly, so some of the older ones just don't work with the current version of YouTube. Okay, so the plugin creates this separate menu down here. Now there's a whole bunch of default options that you can change here. I'm not going to go into all of them, but there's all sorts of things you can change about how you want it to look. The real power in it lies in profiles. So what you can do is create any number of profiles that you like, and each profile can have a different look or attribute for your video. So for example, if you've got a sales page and you want the video to auto start, autoplay, you can have a profile that will do that. You can have another profile where it will have different control settings or different size and all that sort of thing. So this one is the default profile, and there's all sorts of things here like the video size. You can set other sizes here, autoplay. You can have drop shadows on it. You can decide whether to have the controls remain visible or fade out, or whether the controls actually appear or not. The theme, whether to loop videos, turn annotations off, all sorts of other things. Well, I'll just leave it as the default settings, just so you can see how it looks. So the way that you add a video using the plugin, we'll just switch back to visual. There, we can see one of the reasons it's a bit of a pain sometimes with embedding HTML code is it can, when you switch between visual and HTML, it can be a bit of a pain. Okay, YouTube embed plugin. Okay, so what they do is they have a short code, YouTube, and then all you need to do is get the ID. So the ID is that random set of letters and numbers on the YouTube video that you want to embed, and just put that in there like that, and then close off the short code or U code. YouTube. Okay, so we'll update that. And if I refresh this page now, okay, so now scroll down. Alright, now it probably doesn't look, at the moment it probably doesn't look that much different. You can see this is probably very similar to the default one where you use a direct link. Okay, but the real power comes in when you want, say if you've got lots and lots of videos and you suddenly just change your theme, for example, and you want a bigger size video because the theme is wider, it'd be a real pain to go in and manually update every single video. Whereas here, all you need to do is come in the profile. Let's say I'll choose a bigger one, and let's say I want light theme, and I'll put a drop shadow on there, for example, and we'll say the controls and progress bar fade out. Okay, so if I save those. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention is it also gives you a preview at the bottom here. So each time you make a change in here, when you click the save settings, you get a sample here, so you can see, you know, what effect those changes have. So if we go back here, do a refresh. Okay, so now we can see we've got the larger size. We've also got minimalistic controls. If we turn that on, we get control back. But there's a whole lot of other things you can change in here. But I think you can see the power of it. That particularly if you've got a site where you're embedding lots and lots of YouTube videos, it's handy to have more control over it, and particularly when you want to manage lots of them at the same time. If you've only got a few videos, or you're just embedding one or two, then yeah, using the direct link method is probably the quickest and easiest way of doing it. The embed code option is probably not a fantastic way of doing it, because messing around with the HTML in the WordPress editor can sometimes be a bit of a pain when you're switching backwards and forth, and occasionally when I've used this method I've lost the video because I've gone back in to edit the post and it's gone and deleted the YouTube embed code. So yeah, my recommendations are direct link for short number of videos and the YouTube embed plugin if you've got lots of videos and want lots of different controls over them. Okay, well, I hope you've found that useful, and if you're using YouTube videos on your site, that will help you make the most of them. Okay.